Well, travel day, Salzburg to Prague. Didn't exactly go the way I hoped, but it worked out all right. So basically, I had a 6 minutes past 11 train from Salzburg train station with a change in Linz, about hour and a half down the track, 2 hours down the track, something like that. And fairly tight, about a 10-minute change from one track to the other. Then from Linz to Budovic, Český Budovic in the Czech Republic, I had a train there, another couple of hours, hour and a half, something like that, about an hour, sorry. And then from Český Budovic, a train swapped there to Prague. Now you think, oh, why do all those changes? Well, put it this way, 60 to 70 euro, so about over $100 for a second class seat ticket, or 23 euro. And believe it or not, it's only about half hour slower. So over six and a half hours, it's half an hour. And that's a fair amount of money. Plus, because you're on more local trains, they're not crowded, but they're still good quality trains. So what happened was, I get to the train station, and this is a problem with Czech trains. When you go on their website, it doesn't tell you where you change. It just tells you the end, and it doesn't tell you platform numbers or anything like that. So when I got to the train station, I went and asked, and she said, yeah, it's on platform, because of the train number, she said, yeah, it's going to Vienna. I said, yeah, but I'm going. She says, yeah, but that's where it ends. You just get off in Linz. I said, okay. So I got the train, all good. Away I went. The train was about 5-6 minutes late leaving, which means when I got to Linz, I had about 2 to 3 minutes. And there's nowhere on the app that tells you what platform your train is leaving from in Linz until you get there. So fortunately, the only good thing is it's signposted everywhere. So as soon as I got off the train, I looked straight at the board, I could see straight away what platform. And it was one platform over. Now, you've got on it says platform 5, A to C. That means it could be two trains on the same platform, but going to different places. So you have to go platform 5, I got up there, go to area A and C. When I went up there, I'm on about F, so I had a big charge down the platform right the other end. And the conductor, they have a conductor on these trains, was standing outside the train seeing if anyone was coming, and saw me. And as soon as I got on, the train went. So I was lucky I caught that. All good, sat down, nice and quiet, trucking along, it was all good. Conductor come along, scanned my ticket, and he said, no, you can't. You've got to go a town called Summernu, which is about an hour away. So it's about a 2-hour ride from Linz to Budovic, Český Budovic. So he said, oh, it's Summero, you have to get off. And I thought, he goes, oh, there's track work, you catch the bus. And a bit like, same thing at home, they said buses that go around. So there's only 4 of us on the train, believe it or not. So it's great, heaps of room, you have a seat with a table, I actually did a bit of work on the laptop. Anyway, so the funny thing was, we get to Budovic, and they have a temporary wooden platform there because they're doing a whole heap to Summernu. We get off, get on this old bus, old manual diesel bus, and believe it or not, I think it was a 45-minute bus ride from there to Budovic, which is where the next connection was. And of course we stopped, call in at other stations along the way, and it was fantastic, just driving through the countryside, little country towns. One place we stopped, the driver and the conductor got out, there's a little ice cream stand there, went and got one. I went to get one, but only had euros, and they wouldn't take it, so the conductor swapped me some Czech coins for a euro, and I got an ice cream. Yeah, it was really good. It was just to drive through the country. It was fantastic, and there's only 4 of us on the bus. A couple of people did get on. They stopped a couple of times just on the side of the road. I'd like to stand there waving, and Danny got on. Not a bus stop or anything. So it's fantastic. The issue being, when we get to Budovic, our train I was supposed to get had gone about 10 minutes before we got there. So not a big deal. I went and saw them in the station. They said, yeah, just catch the next one. train 7:02. So that's fine. Had about an hour to wait. So lost a bit of time there. But anyway, we're talking to this other couple that were from Canada, having a bit of yak with them, and we could see up on the board, but there was no platform number, and it was like 15 minutes before we were about to go. So I went back and asked them the information. They said, "Oh no, we don't put the platform number up till 10 minutes before your train goes." I thought, wow. So, and it's unbelievable. Like, it's a fairly reasonable sized station. I'd say as big as maybe Campbelltown, even bigger maybe. So it's a reasonable sized station, and everyone's standing in the main hall at the front. And it was really interesting. As soon as the number came up on the board, a big board, everyone just charged off, and away you go. And if it's like we were, platform 10, it was a reasonable walk to get to it. But saying that, everyone got on. It didn't leave it. You still had 10 minutes, and it only took a couple of minutes to get there. Got on, had about a 2 and a bit hour run then from there through to Prague. So, and all the trains have got Wi-Fi on them. Sorry, not all the trains, the reject ones and that, but most of them had power sockets, so I just plugged the laptop in, did a bit of content editing, stuff like that, so I actually caught up on my content editing anyway. Arrived in Prague. Now, I made a huge mistake. I know how to get the 72-hour ticket, just went down, bought one from a machine, real easy, 72 hours, bang, swipe the card, prints out a ticket. So I've now got free public transport from 72 hours. With that one, the first piece of public transport you use, you stick it in a little yellow machine and it stamps the time and date, and that's when your 72 hours starts. And you don't do it after that. You stick it in your pocket, on your wallet, whatever, and hang on to it, unless you're asked for it. For some reason I was confused, thinking I had to catch a bus, which is what you would do from the airport. You catch a bus 119 to Adrani, Vazi, which is where I was, and then a train in. And I asked, I said, "Where are the bus?" She goes, "No bus there, you just catch a metro," which I caught the metro in straight here, did one change at one of the stations, can't remember, and Mustek subway is just 50 metres from where I'm staying. Straight out up, straight in. Hotel's beautiful, absolutely lovely. It was one I booked, Rose and I were going to come to, so it was really nice accommodation. I've sort of been staying in a bit cheaper ones, smaller rooms, stuff. It's still nice, but this one's real upmarket. You're right here in the middle of squares. Beautiful spot. Then didn't do much then because it's sort of 3:30, 4 o'clock. Just went for a walk. Just got my bearings around the place, went for a walk, got a Tradinka, which is some sort of donut sort of thing with cream in it. Looks like an ice cream cone with a few strawberries and stuff in just to try it. Did a little bit of shopping, got some milk and stuff like that, some drinks. Just so I got some stuff in the room so I don't, buy too much takeaway stuff, like have a little bit of stuff here. So yeah, all in all, a good day. Got here okay. I was a little bit worried last night about the train. Oh, that's what did happen. I went down to catch the bus early this morning at 5:15 or something like that. Down at the bus thing, it was just down in the hotel in Salzburg. But what it is that bus is, they don't quite run as often. Then when I looked, I thought, Jingo's, it said in 10 minutes to be there, but it wasn't at that stop, it was at another stop, which was halfway to the airport, the train station. So I don't know what I'm going to do. So I stood there and I saw a taxi come down, I just waved him down, pulled straight in, run me around to the train station, it cost me €10. It's easy as that. So that all worked. I would have got there anyway, but it would just been a little bit tighter, that's all. All in all, good day here. Off to the castle tomorrow. Another castle up on the hill, Charles Bridge, a bit of footage there. I want to get down there a bit early if I can and walk up through Leicester Town. I want to go to the Jewish Quarter, a couple other little things. So here we go. Cheers.